When it comes to managing blood sugar in menopause, food alone is not enough. And that's why you may have a solid nutritional plan. You may be doing all the right things with your food, but you're still seeing those numbers are not where you want them to be. That is because there are some non food related factors that also play a key role in managing blood sugar in menopause. And let's not forget that as soon as estrogen starts to decline in menopause, the body becomes less sensitive to insulin. Insulin is that hormone that uses a key to open our cells so that it can drive glucose, which is your blood sugar, into the cells where it can be used as energy. So as estrogen is declining and the body is becoming less sensitive to insulin, then we find the body not being able to manage that glucose. Think of insulin like a taxi driver. So a taxi driver who comes and takes that glucose, which is your blood sugar, from wherever after you have eaten your food and takes it into your cells where your cells will then be able to use it. So you can imagine a taxi driver picking up passengers somewhere, taking them to where they're supposed to be, and yet the door is not opened for them. That means that the body is less sensitive to insulin. Here are 4 of those non-food related factors that drive insulin resistance in menopause and also poor blood sugar management. Number 1 is stress. When you're stressed, your body will increase cortisol. Cortisol is that hormone that tells our body, hey, we need more glucose because we have to run away from whatever is a threat, because your body perceives every type of stress as a threat. So cortisol rises, glucose rises, and the body, don't forget, is less sensitive to insulin. So there isn't insulin to come and manage that glucose. Number 2 is hormonal decline. So as usual, when estrogen declines, then the body becomes less sensitive to insulin. So that's one other thing to think about, that you're not doing anything wrong. You may be eating all the right foods, you may be even managing stress, but because you have less estrogen, your body is having a difficult time managing insulin. The next one is sleep disturbances. They say that even one night of disrupted sleep can affect how your body is managing glucose, because it changes how sensitive your body is to insulin. So if your body loses sensitivity to insulin, it will affect how your body manages glucose. So you may have all the right nutrition, but you're not sleeping well, you will find that your body will not be able to manage that glucose and also manage that insulin. So we need to take care of our sleep. Now, sleep is not just about sleep. It's not just about what you do when your head hits the pillow. It's about what you do from when you get up. You want to get up, see that light, natural light in your eyes, fasting in the morning without sunglasses. You can even just take 15 minutes as soon as you get up, go out for a 15-minute walk, see that natural light in your eyes before you do anything else. That will help to realign your circadian rhythm, which also helps with sleep. It also helps to lower melatonin, which is our sleep hormone, and rise up cortisol a little bit so that we can be able to work. But then it makes sure that at the time when melatonin is supposed to rise so that we can go to sleep, we're then being able to sleep. It's also about your caffeine timing. If you're taking caffeine so close to your bedtime, you may find that you're not being able to sleep, and that's another issue. So sleep is not just about when you hit the pillow, it's about everything that you do from the moment you get up. Also, if you're not eating enough, then this is the other thing that happens. Your blood sugar dips so low during sleep and cortisol tends to rise up, because, as I said, cortisol is that hormone that tells our body, hey, it's time to get up. So if you're also not nourishing your body well enough with healthy foods that keep that blood sugar balance, you can see where it's kind of a two-directional thing. If you're not eating properly, your cortisol will go up. If you have cortisol too high, then your body is not being able to manage blood sugar. I wrote a book that's now in Amazon. It's called The Sleep Reset in Menopause, and I have attached the link. I have put a link below this video. You can go and check that book on Amazon. It's the Menopause Sleep Reset. All right, so sleep reset in menopause. Factor number 5 is inflammation, and especially that low grade inflammation that we call silent inflammation, because we can't see it. It's not like you hurt your wrist that you can see it's swollen, it's red, it's inflamed. That's not silent inflammation. Silent inflammation, as the name says, comes in silently. It shows up as other things. It may show up as brain fog. It may show up as bloating. It could show up as joint stiffness. It could also show up as your body just feeling puffy. It could also show up as chronic fatigue, which is also affecting your sleep. And again, we loop back again to that sleep disruption. Sleep disruption could be coming from low-grade inflammation. When you're inflamed, your body is not able to manage insulin. So you have insulin resistance. And inflammation and insulin resistance are a bidirectional relationship. So when your inflammation is high, it tends to wrap up insulin resistance, where your body is not listening to insulin, and also when insulin resistance is high, your body is inflamed, a bidirectional relationship. So those are things that we need to take care of so that we can be able to manage insulin and manage blood sugar in the body. When it comes to inflammation, there are so many other things that we can do to manage that low-grade inflammation. I'm going to be preparing another video, a longer one, and I think what I'm going to do is I'll chop these 4 factors into 4 good videos, longer ones, so that I can give you tips on how you can manage those 4 non-food related factors that affect how our body is managing blood sugar. Share this with someone else who is in menopause. Let me know if you have any questions. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe so that you can get the videos. And as I said, my new book, The Sleep Reset for Menopause, is now on Amazon, and I have put the link below. Go check it out and share this with someone else who is in menopause, and hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.